Is ADHD a fake disease invented by Big Pharma to drug children for profit? No, that's not true. While there may be examples of misdiagnosis of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, scientific evidence shows it is real and that many patients can be helped with drug therapies. An article makes the bizarre claim that hunting and fishing statistics in Arkansas and Kentucky are proof ADHD is fake and that parents should encourage their overactive children to spend more time outdoors instead of seeking medical help. The false claim originated from an article published by naturalnews.com on March 1, 2018 under the title ADHD is a fake disease invented by Big Pharma to drug children for profit. It opened, quote, ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is ubiquitous in the American classroom, there's little debate about that. According to CDC statistics from 2012, 11% of children between the ages of 4 and 17 had been diagnosed with ADHD at some point. With over 6 million kids diagnosed, it's hard not to wonder, is this condition even a real problem? Sure, some kids struggle to pay attention during school, but does that signify an actual problem with the child? Perhaps it's more indicative of a society that simply doesn't allow children to be children anymore. If you've ever found that the notion that children who'd rather play outside than sit at a desk are broken and need medication was a bit hard to digest, you may be right. Writing for the Daily Bell, Joe Jarvis explains that there is proof that ADHD is nothing more than a fake disease. As Jarvis notes, two states with some of the highest incidences of ADHD are Arkansas and Kentucky. These states are also home to a lot of children who enjoy hunting and fishing. Jarvis reports that census data from Arkansas shows 89% of kids fish and 35% hunt. Similar survey data shows that in Kentucky, 86% fish and 31% hunt. These were the closest indicators I could think of that Kentucky and Arkansas children are more interested in being outside and active than cooped up in a classroom, he contends. End quote. This is what social media users saw. First, let's look at Joe Jarvis, the sole source of this claim that ADHD is fake. The story does not list any of his credentials beyond a link to his column on another website, the Daily Bell. We could find no information on that website about Jarvis and why anyone should accept his analysis and conclusion. We did find his personal website, but its About Me page provided no credentials. Jarvis described himself as a traveler, outdoorsman, aspiring wizard. His website links to an Amazon.com page where you can order his self-published book. That page includes this description of Jarvis. Quote, Joe Jarvis is a human who exists. Sometimes he makes things up and writes those things down. Other times he processes information from the world, combines it with his opinion and worldview, then writes that down. But really, who can tell the difference? End quote. Lead stories can tell the difference. It is our mission to explore the fallacy of Jarvis's claim that hunting and fishing participation levels by children in Kentucky and Arkansas are proof the medical community has teamed with big drug companies to perpetuate a massive hoax on the world. We reached out to Dr. Wendy Dickinson. She is an Atlanta psychologist and founder of Grow Counseling. Dr. Dickinson agreed that some doctors do prescribe drugs for ADHD in some cases. Quote, there is no doubt that ADHD medication is being overprescribed currently. We do see kids in our practice that are on a stimulant who don't meet criteria for ADHD. But that doesn't mean that the need for it doesn't exist in some kids and that it's a fake diagnosis. End quote. Dr. Dickinson disputes the claim that children who are misdiagnosed really just want to go hunting or fishing. Quote, ADHD is not about what kids want, i.e. to play outside, it's about how their brains function. When appropriate testing is conducted, you look to see how their brain is manipulating information. What you should find is that most aspects of intelligence are in line with other aspects of intelligence, i.e. working memory, processing speed, overall IQ. However, when one aspect of intelligence, i.e. working memory or processing speed, is significantly lower than other aspects, then it indicates ADHD is preventing the child from performing at their best levels. In those cases, some medication would allow the child to be able to perform at their natural ability. End quote. She cites medical research finding that brain abnormalities associated with the disorder include lower than normal activity in the caudate nucleus, globus pallidus, and prefrontal cortex along with smaller than normal size of these structures.